Welcome back to Drifting Drams. Here's another day of 12 Days of Starlight. I'm Katie.
And I'm Ethan.
Today, we have a bottle of a single barrel rye finished in port barrels, tawny port specifically. Ethan loves tawny port. It's one of his favorites, and this one does not disappoint. This is a bottle we picked up on our travels when we were in Connecticut at Irene Tan's shop.
Hercules.
It is a rye. Again, it's 105.4 proof, so a little bit lower than what we're used to seeing in single barrel picks, and it's aged 4.5 years. I'm not going to tell you the name of the pick until we finish this. I just moved past the nose right away. There was no words to describe it. I wanted to taste it.
I think my Hercules encapsulated that nose.
Yeah, pretty much. But on the nose, you do get a lot of baking spice, rye spice, just spice notes. Not a ton of oak. In my opinion, it's kind of a light nose, as far as that goes.
Yeah, as far as oak, it is light on the nose, but it's not light on flavor on the nose, man. All right, I'm gonna make myself do the nose. It's just the hard part is it's so cohesive. There's a lot going on, but there's so many things that are so neat. It's like a little baby. Everything comes together. It works.
Like I'm getting a little bit of mint on the nose.
Yep.
A little bit of mint, a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of oak, a little bit of spice, and everything nice.
Yeah, that's true. I'd say it's definitely a Blossom bottle.
Again, you're showing age, Ethan.
That's fine. Yeah, the only part I disagree with Katie on is it's not a little bit of spice. It's a lot of spice. But again, it's super cohesive, but it is a lot of spice.
On the palate, that mint note that I was getting turns into citrus. A little bit of citrus, a little bit of chocolate, but not like a ton of citrus, but it's like the brightness of citrus, right? It's like the oil.
So, yeah, there's so many notes coming out for me on this now. A bigger sip just really threw me for a loop, actually. So I'm going to do what my middle brother likes to do and call it a crazy note in whiskey. One of his favorites is burnt tires, but in a good way. So
at least it's not the gym socks this time.
At least it's not the gym socks. Yeah, that one I can't say with a straight face. No, this one I'm getting like umami and savory in there.
Ooh.
Yeah, to the tune of like, and again, stay with me here, because it's gonna get a little weird. Weird. Weird's a good word. Fish market. I get it. It's mixed in there with the sweetness from the port and the earthiness from the port, the spice from the rye. It's just, there's all these things going on, but in the middle, there was this like weird note that was poking out at me. And it's like this umami, salty, and it makes me think of a fish market.
I get that umami note. It's like very, I don't know, it's salty, but it's almost like fat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not in a bad way. Yeah. Definitely not in a bad way. But it's like all the layers that you get, like when you have a really well-cooked like ribeye and the fat has rendered perfectly and it turns into like a butter.
Yep.
That is what I'm getting on this.
See, and I think I'm thinking of a really nice fatty piece of salmon.
Oh,
I think that's why I'm thinking fish market. Either a nice fatty piece of salmon or a nice fatty piece of tuna. I think that's where my brain is going to. It could also be that I'm just ready for lunch. Who knows? But it's, man, This might be my favorite bottle of Starlight we have.
Dare we say it?
We'll have to see if I'll have to see if I edit that out or not. But man, it's just, as far as punchiness, I can pick other bottles without a doubt. But as far as complexity, this is probably the most complex bottle of Starlight that we have. There's so much going on in here. It's incredible.
But I think the complexity of it and the cohesion that this bottle has is just amazing. And that speaks of volumes for Irene Tan's palette and the picks that she's doing. In our haul video, we referenced a store that was in Canterbury, Connecticut. And man, if you're ever up that way, you have to check them out. This is where we got that bottle. She has an amazing palette. You can find good Texas whiskey. She's getting Scotch picks. She's getting Starlight picks. And they don't disappoint.
Yeah, if you're within an hour and a half of Canterbury, Connecticut, and you're not visiting her shop, then you're just doing it wrong.
A dark chocolate on the finish, but it's like a bitter dark chocolate.
See, and I would actually say I would disagree with the bitter dark chocolate. I think it's like a 55%. It's sweeter, or it's a really good dark chocolate, right? It doesn't go bitter for me. It stays sweet, and I get chocolate. Yeah.
So one thing we haven't talked about with this glass is how oily it is. The legs on it, the oiliness to it, how viscous it is. It is...
See our ring light.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So the name of this one is Chocolate Malou.
I thought you were going to say the name.
Yeah, well, that's how I interpret this name. But it is chocolate is in the name. And the... Go ahead, laugh it up. Chocolate's in the name, but Chocolate Mola. When we tried the cocktail that she fixed for us, it tasted like you were eating a chocolate bar. Plain and simple. And there was no added chocolate to it, which was incredible. I think everybody in our group thought there was.
Yeah.
And there was not a single bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you like this video, please let us know. If you don't, please let us know that as well. But
so, yeah, and so hit that like button for us, please. Subscriptions are very welcome. We appreciate it. If you don't like it, give us a downvote, and give us a reason for it too, if you would. My face, always an acceptable answer. Whatever it is for you.
Our style, whatever you want to tell us.
Yep.
We're happy you're a part of this journey with us.
That's right. So we appreciate you joining us. Thank you very much, and cheers.
Cheers all.